Yo, what's poppin', yo? What's poppin'? Ha. Peace. Y'all already know we're gonna vibe out. Let everybody come on in real quick. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. How everybody feeling? Everybody good? Everybody cope a stick? Let me see. Let me just do this. Peace, Tone. Haven't been here in a while. Pray you well. Yeah, all is well. All is amazing over here, man. All is amazing. I pray all is well with you. I know we ain't been live in a minute. We ain't had the community gathering in a minute, but you know, ain't no thing but a little whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Where my song at, man? Let me play this song real quick. Let everybody come on in. Go ahead and kick your feet up. You know what I'm saying? Go on and get your oodles and noodles. Go on and get your teas, your fruit juices, and all of the above that you may need. All right. So. Yeah. Yo. I just locked my hair. That's what's popping, Queen. Congratulations. Look. Yeah. My bitches as a ride. My bitches as a ride. My bitches as a ride. My bitches as a See, lately I've been protecting my peace. I went to the land of Pineal, I've been protecting my seat. Even though I talk to spirits, I still come from the streets. A big stepper, still a gangster, I'm protecting my feet. I've been meditating, doing shadow work, I'm feeling some shit. I've been trying to open my heart chakra, I'm feeling some shit. Yeah, I'm vibrating high, but I still beat your ass. And I don't really talk too much, but I teach your class. Yeah. And I still ride for my people. When I speak, I shake the room. I got some shit I can teach you. We don't vibrate the same, but I still pray I can reach you. A lost soul up in your eyes, just don't let it defeat you. 7 days within my past, I'm on some emotional shit. I ain't even go outside, fuck the social shit. A lot of forces that I'm feeling, yeah, I'm controlling this shit. Yeah, I'm facing all my fears, yeah, I'm approaching this shit. Yeah. My bitches as a ride. My bitches as a ride. My bitches as a ride. My bitches as a See, lately I've been protecting my peace. Went to the land of Pineal, I've been protecting my seat. Even though I talk to spirits, I still come from the streets. A big stepper, still a gangster, I'm protecting my feet. I'm protecting my feet, yeah. I'm protecting my feet. A big stepper, still a gangster, I'm protecting my feet. Even though I talk to spirits, I still come from the streets. Alright, y'all. What's poppin', y'all? What's poppin'? Gonna exit that on out. Get that on out real quick. I know it's been a minute, man. What's poppin'? We back with another community gathering. You feel me? Q&A, questions and answers. Starting next week, we'll be back with, the regular programming as far as the lectures and, the certain things that I have to say, because it's a lot of things that I have to say. It's a lot of things that I need to say. It's a lot of things that needs to come out to the forefront. So starting next week, we'll jump into, the regular programming as far as, the community gatherings and having specific topics, and then, the interacting with the community. However, this week we just gonna be doing, the Q&A, getting everybody questions and answers out, because obviously I'm sure y'all can just guess, man. There's been a lot of questions, a lot of things that been jumping into my DM, jumping into my email about. So yeah, but before we even continue, first and foremost, I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for being a part of the community. As I always say, without the community, there is no community. You feel me? So what's going on? Yeah. So I appreciate y'all. If this is your first time in the community, welcome to the community. We welcome you with open arms. If you have any questions, as you can see, this is the questions and answers. So if you have any questions, please put the questions in the question box. If you want to join me on the live, please feel free to request a video, and we can have a dialogue, a monologue, whatever log you want to hop on, we gonna do that. So before I was popping, what's up, Queen? Let me thank you. I appreciate that. That's love right there. So how everybody feeling? How everybody doing? Everybody good? Everybody copacetic? Again, I know it's been a minute. I know it's been a while since we've been in the community, since we had the community gathering. We back. How everybody feeling? Talk to me real quick before we dive in. Talk to me. What's good, bro? I'm learning how to heal. You have any advice? I got plenty of advice. Put that question in the question box. I got you, bro. Well, I'm debating if I should join or not. Come on. Shit, what you mean? Peace. Come on, man. Don't be scared, man. You feel me? If you gonna join the community, you feel me? Don't be scared to join the community. You know what I'm saying? Come on. How everybody feeling though? What's up? Talk to me. Godly. Okay. That's beautiful. I like to see that. I'm good. How you been? I've been amazing. I've been beautiful. Eat my oodles and noodles. There's a fake page going around. Don't even give it your energy. Don't even give it your energy. You feel me? But I'm just checking in. Check copacetic. Gotta double check it. You feel me? Everything copacetic. Gotta double check it. You know what I mean? I'm feeling divine. About to hit the gym. Okay, I see you. Who is that? Kalia. Okay. Feeling powerful. What's good, family? Working on that Atlanta talk. Oh, yeah, for sure. Hey, give me a call, bro. Give me a call. We need that. Give me a call. ASAP, actually. Please give me a call as soon as possible. You feel me? Matter of fact, call me sometime tomorrow afternoon, bro. Just started smoking weed for 4 months, and my face is so clear, and my mind is so clear. That's what's up, bro. Who is that? G Money? Hey, congratulations, bro. That's amazing. I'm proud of you, bro. What's up, Queen? What's up? Cleansing and detox. All right, for sure. What advice you have for pregnant women? It depends on what you need. Look, just put the questions. Okay, so boom, we finna dive in. I see everybody flooding. I bet. Don't even worry about it. All right, so boom, real quick. If this is your first time in the community gathering, again, welcome. We welcome you with open arms. If you have any questions, as you can see, this is questions and answers. If you have any questions, please put the questions in the question box. If you want to join me on the live, please feel free to request the live. Real quick, y'all know how I like to start off. I like to get the energy right, get the frequency right. I like to start off with a little sound bowl. This sound bowl is tuned to the third eye. You feel me? So as we're doing this sound bowl, you want to breathe in your nose and out your nose only. The reason being is because we want to be able to control the breath. We want to be able to control the flesh, right? And then not only that, as you breathe in, you want to silence the mind and solely focus on the pineal gland, right? The pituitary, the entire crown chakra, specifically the pineal gland, all right? So we're going to do this for about 30 seconds to a minute. I'm going to start with prayer, and then we're going to dive in. Again, if you have any questions, please put the questions in the question box. If you want to join me on the live, please feel free to request a video. You ain't got to be shy. I ain't even got to be scared. This is a safe space. I promise you it is. And if you feel unsafe, please point them out, because we're going to kick them out. You feel me? On bloods.
I give honor and thanks to the powers that be that have put me in a position to be able to obtain the knowledge that I have. To not only be able to just obtain the knowledge, but convert that knowledge into wisdom, to not only be able to teach myself, but the people, places, and things around me. I send that same energy out to every being, to every individual that is a part of this community, to not only be able to obtain the knowledge that may be spoken tonight, but be able to convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only be able to teach themselves, but the people, places, and things around them. I send nothing but health, wealth, peace, love, and light to every being that's in this community, because I understand, and understand that without the community, there is no community. I speak life and power into the powers that be, and I give honor and thanks. That which I wanted to become, I became, so therefore I am. That which I desire, desires me. What's for me will not miss me. What's truly mine will not leave. I release all the things that I cannot control to make room for the things that I can control. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be, and so it is. There is nothing more powerful than me. Ashe, Asheo, Amen, Amen, and all of the above that you shall subscribe to. What's popping, y'all? Okay, bet we got a lot of questions already. I pray that, the prayer resonated. I pray that the sound bowl resonated, I pray that it gave you some kind of clarity, any kind of clarity. What up? All right, man. Wait, before I jump into the questions, right, there is something that I wanted to speak on real quick. That is what I should have been tapping into. So, real quick, I did want to say this before I jump into the questions, right? So this is probably going to take about 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Not too long. It's just something that, has been on my equilibrium, something that I've been observing a lot, especially now that we're entering, the new year, you know what I'm saying? The spring, and, things are coming alive. Things are rebirthing, things are manifesting. Right. And one thing that I realized and that I've noticed that, it's a lot of individuals today, in society, worried about, their progress, or worried about life, or worried about their goals and things in that nature. And what I wanted to speak on real quick before I jump into the questions is that we have to, right, get in a space of detachment, right? And, once we get in a space of detachment, we then enter the field of potentiality, right? And what potentiality is pretty much another word for, you can say, all possibilities, right? And so what I mean is this, right? And what I'm speaking about is a part of the few spiritual laws of the universe, right? As far as being successful and manifesting the things in a life that you want. And one thing about detachment is, once you detach from outcomes, or once you detach from this thing called expectations, what happens is that you allow the universe to create this choreographed dance, right? To where it aligns you and brings you on a path to accomplish the goals and accomplish the life and to experience the reality that you want to experience. And so what I mean by that is for an example, right? Now, y'all know I speak about, manifesting and things in that nature, and setting your intentions, right? Intentional living, right? Setting your intentions, of course, is one of the most powerful things that you can do. However, once you set that intention, the next most powerful thing and the next step is to detach from the outcome, right? And what I mean by that is that let's say you were at point A, right? Let's say you're at point A, right? And your goal is to get to point B, right? However, your point B is your intention, right? This is where you want to be. This is where, you desire to, this is the reality that you desire to experience. However, detachment comes in what comes in where you got the point A, you have the point B. However, you have that in between, right? So that in between, majority of us has been programmed, or we've adapted this Western norm of, even within that in between, right? We set down goals, right? And we set down how, who, what, when, where, how we're going to accomplish B. However, the thing about it is that once we set that route, right, we attach ourselves to that outcome of that in between and that plan B, to where, in a sense, it's counterproductive, because now when you're solely focused on this one possibility in this infinite amount of possibilities of space, what you then do is you limit yourself to how the universe will present how you can accomplish point B, right? And how you can get to point B. I pray y'all understanding what I'm saying, right? So the goal is to, of course, set the intentions, right? But don't be attached to the outcome, and don't be attached to just one way of doing things. And so the best place and the best and the best thing to practice, as far as not being attached to the outcome, or not being attached to that in between, is, first off, learning how to constantly be in a meditative state, right? And of course, I know a lot of people say, well, you can meditate by doing this, you can meditate doing that. Yes, 100%, right? Anything could be meditative, right? And when it comes to meditation, it's mostly about focus, right? You can focus on anything, right? You can focus on playing a game. You can focus on reading. You can focus on swimming. You can focus on playing a sport. That's a meditative state. That is called the zone, right? I'm sure most of us has probably seen the movie Soul, right? Soul on Disney, where when he's playing his piano, he gets in that zone, right? However, the meditative state that I'm speaking about is the meditative state of being, right? The flesh want to do, spirit just wants to be. This is why I always pray. I pray for eyes that see. I pray for ears that listen. I pray for hands that do, but I pray for a spirit that know how to be, right? And so once you learn how to be, what happens is that you control the turbulence that's inside of your mind. You got to remember, right? What you think, right? As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. The first thing I said was what? As I think it. Your thoughts are powerful, right? I remember posting a quote a few days ago that if everything that you thought of came true, will you then put in more effort of controlling your thoughts? Would you then put in more effort on transmuting the thoughts and the energy that comes in your aura field, right? So once you get in that meditative state and you're able to control the turbulence inside of your mind, right? What happens is that now you get in this space that I like to call the uni field. Right? You and I, right? You and I field, the unifield. The unifield is where all possibilities are. The unifield is that gap between A and point B, right? Between where you are right now and where you want to be. The unifield is the in between. Now, when you're sitting down and meditate in a meditative state, right? You set your intentions. You're here. You want to be here. But once you get into that meditative state, you get into the in between. And as you're inside of that in between, this is where people like to call downloads and uploads and ideas and other possibilities come in play. And now what you can do is you can take that information, right? And you can apply it. However, again, being detached from the outcome, what then happens is that once you get out of that meditative state, yet you're being while you're doing, right? Listen to what I'm saying. You're being while you're doing. You're in a meditative state while you're doing, meaning you're not worried about yesterday. You're not worried about tomorrow. You're not even worried about the next thing. You're letting spirit guide you. And once you get into that space, all you then open up all possibilities to where so the universe, the God, whomever you subscribe to, can now put you in a position on the route you're supposed to be on. You have to understand that you are the universe. There is no reason to worry. Why? Because you are the universe. The universe is you. The universe will never work against itself. So although we are all experiencing similar realities, that doesn't mean our realities are the same. And so then once we jump back a little bit into the unifield and in that meditative state, y'all know I speak about and I've explained how our spirit, our souls leave our body every few seconds, right? And by this, every thought, every action, every choice that you make, you also then project yourself into different realities, into different infinite realities. There's infinite realities. So every time you think, you shift yourself in another reality. Every time you do, you shift yourself in another reality. Every time you see something or you experience something and and then your perception breaks it down through the light frequency codes inside of your neural pathway, you shift into another dimension, into another unifield, into another reality, right? Now, the key is understanding that our spirits and our souls leave our body every few seconds, right? And so when you're in that meditative state, this is where these uploads come from, quote unquote downloads. Y'all know I don't like to say downloads, but this is where these uploads come from, because once you sit into that meditative state and you control the turbulence inside your mind, you're now able to consciously be able to feel your spirit and soul jumping into that unifield, jumping into these realities and bringing down information that can assist you into this reality. Again, you are the universe. The universe can never work against itself, but you have to believe that. If you believe that the universe is working against you, guess what? The universe is then working against you. Your perception controls your reality. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. The reason why I have that in order is because before anything is manifested in this reality, right, it's in the spiritual realm. It's in the unifield. Think about what I'm saying. Everything that the reason why I say as I think it first is because before anything comes in thought, before anything comes and is manifested into this 3D reality, it is first in the spiritual realm. It's in the unifield, right? Then once I'm able to tap in with self, once I'm able to tap in with learning how to be, guess what? That idea that's just floating around into the infinite amount of possibilities, it then uploads, quote unquote, downloads inside of my mind, inside of my kai, down to my chakra, down to my crown, down to my pituitary, down to my pineal, right? Now I'm having these thoughts. Right? Then is as I speak it, the reason why the reason why I say I think it, then I say I speak it, because once you speak it, you're using the vibration, you're using the black hole, you're using the frequency to now bring that thought into the universe, into this matrix, I should say. Right? You're now using the frequency of your mouth to bring it, and you're putting it into the ethers that is around you. You're putting it into the unifield. You're bringing it into your auric field. So now whatever you speak, it becomes you. Y'all be watching my shit. Come on now. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Those who love it will eat its fruit. What you speak, you will eat. What you speak, you become. Now, the next thing that I say is as I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, because once you write it, it becomes law. Because once you write it, it becomes law. That which I wanted to become, I became, so therefore I am. Once you write it and you sign your name, you're no longer manifesting, right? You're no longer praying, right? Now you're in a space of declaring. See, it's a difference between praying and, well, I'm not going to say it's a different, it's similar, right? It's similar aspects to praying and manifesting and things of that nature. But it's a complete difference when you start to declare. Because declaring is demanding. Declaring is speaking as if it is already here. Declaring is speaking as if you know you deserve it. You know it's mine. You know it's yours. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be, and so it is. There is nothing more powerful than you. You are the universe. The universe will never work against itself. So back to the detachment and worrying, right? Once you get in the space of understanding the power of being, right? Once you get in the space of allowing things, is setting the intentions and releasing it, right? Because the more you try to force it, the more it repels. The more you try to force things, it repels. And the more and what you focus on becomes your reality. If you continue to focus on what's the worst that could happen, what you think that's going to happen. So detach. Detach from the outcome. Set your intentions 100%, but detach from the outcome. Trust that you are divinely guided. Trust that you are divinely protected. Trust that once you set your intentions, it's going to be taken care of. I expect things to work out for me, and so they do. I pray that, what I'm speaking about, resonates with a few of y'all, because like I said, going into this new year, man, I've been seeing a lot of worrying, and it's just a lot of worrying, man. And that's something that I had to learn. And I would say I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? I completely understand that we are spirit. We are soul beings first, but yet we still having this human experience. So with us having this human experience, we're going to feel certain emotions. We're going to feel certain pressures. However, it's a difference between observing and absorbing. It's a difference between observing and acting upon and reacting upon these emotions and these thoughts and these pressures, right? Allow yourself to feel them, but also remind yourself that which I desires me. What's for me will not miss me. What's truly mine will not leave. I am divinely guided. I am divinely protected. I am divinely connected. There is nothing more powerful than me. And then you also have to understand that, and then this is another thing as well, because I had a consultation yesterday. As a matter of fact, was it yesterday? Yeah, I had a consultation. No, it wasn't. No, it was today, actually. Forgive me. I had a consultation early today, right? And they was speaking about manifesting, and they were speaking about things in that nature. And so, I would start asking them, okay, what are you doing every day, right? What are you doing on a daily basis? Right? What is your actions? Because I posted earlier today, I said I said that, what did I say? I said, matter of fact, I can pull it up right now. Forgive me, y'all. Give me a second. I forget what I said. I'll be saying a whole lot of shit. I said, people do not decide their future. They decide their habits and their choices, and their habits and choices decide their future. Now I'm explaining why I said that and why I'm bringing up this consultation. The reason being is because when I was having this conversation and I was asking this individual, what are you doing on a daily basis? What are you giving your energy, your attention to? And the reason why I ask these questions and ask this question is because you got to understand, whatever you give your attention to, you give your energy to. Whatever you give your energy to, you give your entire life force to. So the reason why I say that is because if you're not prioritizing, right? If you're not prioritizing the goals and what you want out of reality, then how can you expect to receive that? You want to receive something without doing nothing. That's impossible. You want to receive something without doing nothing. And not only that, what you giving your energy to, right? And what you giving your life force to, it then becomes you. So let me explain what I mean, right? If you are sitting on the couch all day watching TV, yet you're expecting to make money, yet you're expecting to attract and bring in abundance, I'm not going to say it's impossible. However, it will be very difficult. Why? Because what you're watching, what you give your attention to, you give your energy to. If you're giving your energy to it, you're giving your life force to it. So I'm not saying not watch TV at all, but let's say you cut it down from 9 hours of watching TV to 2 hours of watching TV. So now within those time periods of you was watching TV and whatever you giving your energy to and giving your life force to, now you can transmute that energy, redirect it, and redirect that energy to a more productive state, to a more productive task. Whatever you give your attention to, you give your energy to. Whatever you give your energy to, you give your life force to. Now, I will say there is a law called it's called the law of least effort. 100%. You have that. You have the law of least effort. However, you cannot expect to be on social media and giving your energy to certain things that are not productive and not aligned with the reality that you want to experience. You have to understand what I said earlier. We shift realities every few seconds by every thought, every word, every decision, every choice, every word spoken. You literally shift realities. So if I'm watching certain things, right? If I'm watching certain things on TV that's not productive or not conducive to the reality that I want to experience, how can I expect to experience the reality that I want to experience when I'm not even tapping into the reality that I want to experience? You have to become before you can be. I know I said 5 minutes, y'all, but y'all know how that shit go. Forgive me. I'm not sorry. So there is one of the laws of success, the law of least effort. But then there's also the law of karma, giving and receiving. What you sow, you will reap, right? The law of perpetuality, right? Study the laws of the universe. Study the laws of the universe. You have to understand you are the universe. How can you expect to work with the universe if you don't know the universe? Know yourself. Know thyself. If you want to study anything, study nature. If you want to study anything, study nature. Drop some numbers. Let me make sure everybody can y'all please, if y'all don't mind, drop some 333s or some 666, some 9s, some 7s, some 1s, so I can make sure that y'all understand and understanding what I'm saying. If y'all have any questions, please put the questions in the question box. If you want to join me on the live, please feel free to request the live. We got to stop worrying about our life. The more we worry, the more we repel. The more we worry about certain things, and 9 times out of 10, majority of the things that we worry about are more less conducive to the reality that we want to experience. If you continue to focus on the things you do not want to happen, the things you do not want to happen are going to happen. Can we toast up real quick? Toast up to some fresh spring water, straight from the springs. Yeah, you know. You feel me? I pray that y'all overstood, and understood everything that I spoke about. You know, I can keep diving deep, but I see, like I said, I see a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all I was gonna be 5 minutes. I went on to 30. You know what I mean? So, so I'm gonna jump into these questions. Let me see. It's a few people that want to join me. So
Hello?
we did shit. We both did.
Nothing much. I
Yeah,
thought
what's
I
poppin'?
canceled it because I lost my question.
Oh, you lost your question for sure.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
request again
I'll
whenever
do
you get
that.
it. All right. Let me see who else we got going on. We got Jasmine. Come on to the front of the class. You raised your hand. After this one, I'm going to jump into the questions, y'all. I see a lot of questions. I got you. We got a few more people that want to join. I'm going to get to you. I promise. I'm going to do my best. If I don't, forgive me. It's a lot of people that want to join. Let me see. I don't look like Jasmine. Don't look like Jasmine joining. That's bull. That's all good. Let's see. What fried ice juices do you recommend for first-time juicers? What fry ice? I'm not sure what you mean, Lana. Re-ask that question for me, please. What's the benefits of probiotics? Let me see. We still on time restriction? Not at all. We good. Hey, man. Who? You feel me? Instagram, they let a nigga free, so we good. So here's a question. What's the benefits of probiotics for women? So the benefits of probiotics is just pretty much building the biofilm bacteria within inside the gut, and of course, the sexual organs. You know what I'm saying? The biofilm bacteria is pretty much, hundreds, thousands, millions of bacteria, microbacteria that, kills off antigens. They also create antibodies to kill off any viral loads, any acidic environments. So probiotics is good. However, I do recommend making sure that you're, very careful on certain probiotics. I don't advise any over-the-counter anything. If you're gonna take probiotics, I'm an herbalist, so the first thing I'm gonna say is, jump into the herbs. I got a great probiotic tea. On my website, Thebloodthatheals.com. It's called probiotic tea. Fire, STDs, viral loads, BVs, what else? Yeast, parasites, you know what I mean? All that. So yeah, you can go on there and go browsing. Let me see what other questions we got, y'all. You are amazing. Love you. Thank you. I love you as well. Let me see. That's a lot of questions, y'all know. Somebody asked, is the retreat this month? No, the retreat will be August. The retreat is in August, y'all. Everything is gonna be dropped. the flyer and everything gonna be dropped sometime this week, but the retreat will be in August. The dates are already set in stone. Somebody asked how to cure cancer without chemo. Great question. So first and foremost, we got to understand what cancer is, right? Cancer is nothing but a mutating, dying cell. It's a cell that is pretty much dying, yet it continues to replicate, right? Because it continues to, well, first off, it's a dying cell, right? And what happens is that dying cell, that acidic cell, creates a mucosal membrane response for the mucosal membrane to release mucus to cover this dying cell, right? To cover this acidic, right? Then what happens is that because the body is so backed up by way of the kidneys, the pancreas, the spleen, the lymphatic system, the gut, and things in that nature, the adrenals, what happens is that it tries to find the nearest exit. But because majority of individuals are backed up, that dying cell then stays there. And then what happens is that it then feeds off the hemoglobin, which is oxygen molecules inside the blood. It feeds off the hemoglobin, the oxygen, the CO2, and the iron within the blood, and it creates a bigger cancer cell. And then it breaks off, which is called cellular diffusion. It continues to replicate and then binds together by way of the mucus, because the mucosal membrane is repeatedly releasing mucus. And then what happens is, of course, it turns into like a stone, and then it turns into, like a crystal, a cyst, a tumor, and then a cancer cell, right? However, when we're speaking about chemo, on my herbal healing class, I'll be dropping a whole lecture about chemotherapy, but of course I can't do it here. That's for my herbal healing class. But chemo is one of the deadliest things that you can, give the body. We have to understand what chemotherapy is. Chemotherapy is nothing but mustard gas, the same mustard gas that them folks use on the folks across the way. You know what I'm saying? When the gas chambers in it. Exactly. Right now, what chemo also is, it's a neurotoxin, which is, you know what I'm saying? And so, and when you breaking down the neurotoxin side of it, you have to understand that once individuals get on chemotherapy, what happens? Their hair fall out. Why do their hair fall out? Is because the hair is nothing but an extension of their nervous system. That's how you know it is a neurotoxin. Same with sugar, same with salt. And so what happens is that when you lose hair on the outside, you're losing thousands and hundreds and trillions of hair on the inside, called villi. So the best way to cure cancer, well, I'm not going to say cure cancer. We're not going to throw that out there, but the best way to assist the body with the body that has cancer cells, first thing first, I advise them to get off all animal protein, which is like dairies and meats and things of that nature, the things that create dying cells, the things that that deteriorate the nervous system, things that deteriorate the bone marrow, because for those that don't know, the bone marrow is what creates blood cells, right? And so that's the first thing first. Get on fruits. The reason why I say fruits is because fruits cleanse the body. I would specify getting on a astringent fruit, right? The reason why is because astringent fruit is going to pull all of those toxins. It's going to break up that accumulation, that bind of the mucus and the dying cells. The best astringent fruit that I would advise is melons, right? Cucumbers as well. Cucumbers is a part of the melon family. And I will also recommend seeded grapes. What I would say is get the seeded grapes, take the seeds out of the seeded grapes, dry them out real good, and blend them up into a powder and take them as capsules. Eat the grapes as well. You can juice the grapes. Excuse me. You can juice the grapes. And then also, I would advise you to either book a consultation with me, or you can go on my website, thebloodthatheals.com. The first thing I would advise you to get is the Super Mover 1 and 2. The Super Mover 1 and 2 is going to cleanse the lymphatic system. It's going to cleanse the glymphatic system. It's going to cleanse it's going to cleanse the intestines and the gut. This right here is what's going to create different pathways within the body so the body can heal itself. We got to understand that it's not the herbs that are healing the body. The herbs are opening up pathways. The herbs are cleansing out metabolic waste and detoxifying the body, so now the body can heal itself. The next thing I advise you to get is the kidney filtration tea. The reason why the kidney filtration tea is so important with the Super Mover 1 and 2 is because everything that goes through the lymphatic system has to go through the kidneys. The kidneys is the filtration system of the body. The next thing I advise you to get is the probiotic tea. The probiotic tea is going to eliminate all parasites, any cancer cell inside the body, any dying cell, any dis-ease with inside the body has a parasitic hemoglobin eating parasite with inside of it, meaning that whatever every dis-ease in the body, whatever it is, it has some kind of parasite that is eating at the blood cells oxygen, iron, and hemoglobin, right? Next thing I advise you to get is the parasite elimination tincture. And then from there, I do advise booking a consultation so we can get some blood work, you know, and so on and so forth. So who is that? Chanel Mother. I pray I answered your question. All right, yeah, so I pray I answered your question. Let me see. What are the questions we got? We got a lot of questions, y'all. Can you specify with what you mean by when you say give, ways of giving according to the laws of nature? 100%. So think about this, right? Everything in nature, when you're speaking about the laws of the universe, is giving and receiving, right? So for an example, right? So in my case, right? Let's say if I'm in a relationship, right? And I want my partner to you know, I want certain things from my partner as far as, you know, more affection, more love, or whatever the case may be. Now, I know, you know, if the partner don't want to, you know, reciprocate the same energy, whatever, that's another conversation. We talking about the laws of giving and receiving, right? Now, let's say if I want more of this from my partner, or let's just say I want more of this in general, right? So I give this to my partner, right? Not only am I intentionally wanting to receive that, but I'm intentionally giving because that's what I want to do, right? When you do any kind of giving, when you're giving with some kind of resentment, if you're giving with some kind of burden, or if you're giving with the energy of, oh, I'm lacking, there's no energy behind that. So you have to understand that you're not going to receive anything. However, when you're giving out of literally the kindness of your heart, when you're giving because you generally want to, best believe that that same giving is going to be multiplied by 10 and received back to you. So if I'm in a relationship and I'm giving, you know, love and affection and things in that nature, the things that I want to receive, because again, we are nothing but reflections. You feel me? So when I'm giving this to you, I'm also giving it to myself, because in the same sense, I actually am, because I'm going to receive that back. So rather it's going to be from our partner, or rather, you know, I'm going to receive that via another partner, or, you know, you have to understand that energy can never be created nor destroyed, but only transferred and transmuted. So although in this relationship, I may be giving this, you know what I'm saying? And let's just say, you know, somebody wants to throw out, well, what if you're not receiving that? Well, you have to look at other aspects of your life. Right? If you're receiving love, because love is the most highest frequency of vibration. If you're giving general love, genuine love, right? And there's no resentment behind it. There's no feeling of lack. You have to look at other aspects of your life. Are you successful? Are you happy with this? Are you happy with that? Are you receiving this? You know what I'm saying? Has other aspects of your life transferred into something, that a reality that you truly want to experience. You feel what I'm saying? This goes back to detachment. Like we gotta detach from specific outcomes. Oh, I'm giving you this, I'm giving you that. I expect to receive it. However, look at the other things that you may be receiving because of this giving. Now, another example could be, you know, the same with money. You feel what I'm saying? Or success, right? This is just the laws of nature, right? Now, in order, I'm not going to say in order, but within the laws of giving and receiving, right? If I want to be as successful as I want to be, then what I can do, this is just a suggestion, what I can do is assist the next person with getting where they want to be, because at the end of the day, that's going to propel me and to be able to receive. However, you got to understand that I was actually having a conversation with a queen, a goddess, a few days ago, and we were speaking about the laws of giving and receiving. And she was explaining how, you know, she's all about giving. You feel what I'm saying? But when it's time for her to receive, she kind of backs up, or she kind of declines. And I tell her, you got to understand. And I told her, like, you have to understand that the laws of the universe don't work like that. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be able to receive and give. Once you give, you have to be able and willing to receive. You feel me? So I pray I broke that down, starting with Christine. I pray you understand that. Let me see some numbers real quick. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you understood that. I just want to make sure real quick. Okay, for sure. I love it. Okay, yeah, y'all tapped in tonight, huh? Okay, yeah, I know it's been a minute. We ain't tapped in, but y'all tapped in tonight. 10, 17, 12, 12 for sure. All right, for sure. So yeah, the laws of giving and receiving, man. You gotta be willing to give, right? Without the frequency and the vibration and the thought of lack, right? Because it's currency, right? Everything is currency, even when it comes to money, which is why they call it currency. You feel what I'm saying? Everything is currency. So whenever you give, and this and actually giving and receiving actually falls under the laws of karma, right? When you speak about the law of nature, the law is first the law of karma, and the law of giving and receiving is just a subject of the law of karma, because whatever you give out, you're going to get back. You feel me? So when you give out good karma, you're going to receive good karma. Everything is karma. You feel what I'm saying? If me drinking spring water, that's going to create a specific kind of karma, right? What kind of karma? Everybody has this perspective of karma just being bad. Like, no, karma can definitely be a great thing, right? Me sipping this natural spring water, my good karma is going to be, my face is going to be clear. My digestive system is going to be moved out, because I know my digestive system is similar to a toilet. If there's no water in the toilet, how's the toilet going to flush itself out, right? The spring water, it has minerals, right? It has vital minerals, biophotons, by way of the rocks and the mountains and all the flotation of the water. So I know this is going to also feed my blood cells. Now, the good karma that's going to come from that is my blood cells are going to have more hemoglobin, more hemoglobin. I'm going to have more oxygen within my blood cells. I'm going to have more biophotons and more minerals within my bodies, to where now my vehicle can operate at its optimal peak. So the law of giving and receiving falls under the main category of the law of karma. What you sow, you will reap. Whatever you give, you're going to get. So that's pretty much that. You feel me? I pray everybody understood, overstood, and understood what I was saying. All right, let's see. Let me see. There's some folks that want to join. Let's see what's popping real quick. And then we're going to jump back to the questions. Oh, wait, hold up. Wait. Ooh. Matter of fact, I got you. Hold on. G Money, I can't wait to answer that question. I'm going to ask somebody on here real quick, and then I'm going to jump back to your question. So I'm going to add Jared Ford. What's popping, God? You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class.
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Yo.
I'm doing great.
I'm doing
man.
amazing. How you feeling?
Yo, so I went out. This is a while ago that we spoke, but I brought the book, The Second Brain, to get us a second brain. And it's really dope, man.
For
you know,
sure.
I had this experience a long time ago where I was like eating really clean, and I'm transitioning to going back raw now. And so I'm really just eating like I'm really just drinking a lot of fruit juice. You know what I'm saying? I have vegetables here and there. and taking herbs and stuff like that. And I had this experience where like I felt for real, like I've always felt like God, the presence of God and everything like that. But I literally felt like I was being like contacted by God at one point. You know what I mean? Like through my stomach too. Like my it felt crazy. It was really dope. But yeah. Yes.
That's your solar plexus. You was channeling the sun. That's what it was. The sun was communicating to your solar plexus. You know, your sun, the sun got trillions of information. So what was going on is that your DNA was unlocking. See, once you consciously and intentionally start changing your diet and start putting more clean food inside of you, DNA, this thing that they call junk DNA, your DNA is going to start unlocking. And wherever you feel that going on within inside of your vehicle, you got to understand how does that play esoterically. So with you saying that you was feeling it within inside your stomach, that's your solar plexus. You was channeling the sun. You a sun person. We are sun people. You were upgrading. You was downloading. You was uploading all kind of information. So now once you feel that information, now it's up to you to be able to integrate and transmute that energy by sitting with that energy, right? And start asking questions. You feel what I'm saying? Or better yet, you can pray. Like I said in the beginning of this live, I always pray for eyes that see, ears that listen, hands that do, and a spirit that can be. So you can start, you can just pretty much start asking questions. You feel what I'm saying? Praying for discernment, praying for the ability to decipher all communication, all messages, all signs and symbols for the subconscious.
Nah, that's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, thank you, man.
Look,
that's a fact because it happened just the way you said it. Like it was the top of my solar plexus, and it felt like you saying the sun makes complete sense because it felt like something was beaming down like toward me and contacting that part of my body. So yeah, man, it was amazing. I wanted to ask a question because one of my friends, he recently sent me something on like the 369 hertz, and I guess like I don't know a whole lot about it. But I wanted to ask, like, are there like singing bowls and stuff like that can like reach that frequency?
Reach what frequency? 369? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a lot of sound bowls that you can look up that reach even higher frequencies than that. Yeah, but what I would say is if you're gonna start looking at sound bowls, set your intentions on what you want your sound bowl to be, right? So like in the beginning of the community gatherings, I always do the third eye sound bowl. You feel what I'm saying? Because and the reason I do this is because when we on this community gathering, any frequency, any vibration, any word spoken, I don't want it to be heard. I want it to be heard, right? Because when you close your eyes, you actually see more when you close your eyes. And what I mean by see more, I mean see more of the important things. You can see your emotions. You can see your thoughts. You can see frequencies and vibrations. You can tap into other realities. You can tap into other dimensions. You see more of the important things. You feel me? So being able to close your eyes and not only be able to close your eyes, but being able to have your eyes open, yet still being able to see, that's the most powerful thing to do. So when you get in sound bowls, you want to make sure that your intentions is set. Okay, I want to work on my heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? Start looking up different frequencies for the heart chakra, and you start looking at different sound bowls that align with that frequency.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for that. I'm definitely, whenever I feel that feeling again, I'm definitely gonna sit down, ask some questions and everything. Bro, it happened to me when I was at work. I was like, like, but it was really dope, man.
That's amazing. And one thing I would suggest is when you ask a question, ask it and don't think about the question no more. So for an example, if you feeling whatever you feeling, right? And let's say you got time to go, even if it's later, you feel what I'm saying? Even if you at work right now and you go home later, do it when you get home. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush it. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're exactly where you need to be, right? So if you at work and you feeling something, you're exactly where you need to be. When you get in a space to be able to sit down and meditate and you sit down and ask those questions, boom, sit down, do that. Ask the question, detach from the answer. Detach from the question. Ask the question, Release it,
Mm.
and now just be. I promise you that answer
Nah,
gonna come
thank
like
you,
that.
bro. Thank you, man.
I promise.
Yo, have a great one, man.
For sure.
Peace.
All right, peace, God. You know, and also we gotta also understand that everything is relative, right? I'm so glad that the guy just got on here, because I also want to elaborate. Like, when you start asking questions, you start getting answers that are for you. Remember what I said, excuse me, remember what I said previously, earlier, right? I said that I said that we're living different, we're living similar realities. However, they are different regardless. We can be looking at the same thing. However, our perception, how our cells are reacting, the downloads, the uploads that we're getting based off the experience that we may both be experiencing at the same time is completely different. It's similar, but it's different. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because you have to understand that when you experience something in life, in your reality, the best thing for you to do is to ask yourself, what does that mean? And as soon as you ask yourself what it means, what you should do is focus on the heart center, not the mind, but the heart center. The reason why is because the heart is going to tell you the truth. The heart is going to tell you, your heart is going to activate something in your nervous system, your central nervous system, your autonomic nervous system. Is going to activate something in your nervous system to where the answer is going to come to you based off how you feel, based off emotions, energy, and motion. So if I see the numbers 111, yeah, I can look on Google and I can experience the same reality, or matter of fact, not the same reality, but if I see 111, I can look on Google and I can experience similar realities that everybody as a collective put on Google what 111 mean. But if I take that 111 and I sit with myself and I be like, damn, I was just thinking about moving to California and I just seen this 111. In my nervous system, in my heart, I feel like there's confirmation that I should pack up and go. Everything, see, is relative. It's relative. So when you see something, right, whatever it means or however it resonates in your reality, that is exactly what it means. You can have the community give you all kind of, oh, it could mean this, or no, it means that. But whatever it means for you, that's exactly what it means. I pray I answered your question. Let's see, let's add somebody else up in here real quickly. Split you for me. Or to my mother. We got Yana Ashe. Which Pat? You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class.
Hey, how you doing?
Yo.
You do?
Hey, I remember
I've never been on here.
Yes.
No.
Really? I've seen your page somewhere.
No idea where. I really just want to come on here because I have been on your, in your comment section before, but I've never actually been on your live. So I just wanted to get on here because I've actually just been going through some stuff where I've been feeling like I'm at ease, but like there's a lot of other negative stuff going around. So I've been seeing a lot of 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, like every single day. But I can't get the kind of like the message, you know what I'm trying to say, of what it's trying to tell me. The other day, I kind of had like an awoke vision that I pretty much needed to like start all over. And what I can say is like I had like the feeling that the person that I'm with is helping, but they're kind of like stopping me from getting to where I need to go. You know what I'm trying to say? So my question is like, how can I kind of like connect myself more with like the signs that are trying to pretty much show me?
The best way to connect with the signs is by taking heed to the signs and acting upon them. That's the best thing. Because it sounds like to me, it sounds like you asking for a sign, you get the signs, and you say, nah, I need another sign.
Yeah.
And you get the sign. You feel what I'm saying? So the best way to act upon the signs that you're getting is just doing it. Right? Again, before you got on, I was speaking about whatever question that you have, right? And you get that, and you get those answers, or however you feel right then when you ask that question, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
All right.
When you ask yourself, okay, what should I do? And it activates something inside your nervous system. You may not like it. However, facts don't give a fuck about feelings. Facts don't give a fuck about feelings. And you have to also understand, when we going back to the laws of the universe, it ain't all about, it's not all about what you want. It's about what you need. And so if you feeling like whomever or whatever community or whatever environment that you in is holding you back, if that's what you feel, because what's truly yours will not leave. What's for you will not miss you. So if you feel that, you need to act upon it. You got to do it.
You right.
If you feel like you got to start over. But you got to also understand that sometimes starting over isn't really starting over. It's just switching to a new lane. It's just switching over to a new route.
Yeah, I like very, very much appreciate your opinion. Thanks for that.
Of course, Queen, I appreciate you. Before you go, I appreciate you for being a part of the community. Without the community, there is no community. I appreciate you. Peace. Have a good one. Yeah, man. Come on, y'all. You get the signs. What you want the sign? You want the sign to be thrown at you. You want the sign to knock you out. That's what niggas really want. We want the sign to knock us out. You feel me? Trust me, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I need another sign. Nah, fuck that. That ain't the sign. Damn, that is the sign. But I don't want that to be the sign. I want another. You feel me? Like, man, listen, whatever you feel, man, do it. Do it. What I will say is that, of course, you also want to pray for discernment. You feel me? Pray for discernment. I pray to the powers that be, right? I pray for the ability. I pray for the ability and the discernment and the capacity to be able to decipher all messages, all communications, and all signs and symbols with a subconscious mind. I pray for discernment to be able to see the things that I cannot see, to hear the things that I do not hear, to feel the things that I may not feel, and to do the things that I may be fearful of. You got to pray for discernment. You got to pray for guidance. Pray for you feel me? You got to pray for these things, man. Prayer works. You feel me? I ain't gonna hold you. Prayer works. But you also got to have that declaring energy that what I pray for is what I'm going to get. Not just me praying and I'm begging and I'm hoping that it comes. No, I'm praying, I'm manifesting, I'm declaring, and now I'm demanding. There's nothing more powerful than you. I pray I answered your question. Let's jump back into these questions real quick. Tell any recent Telegram links. I'm gonna keep asking till you see it. Yeah, so I got one Telegram link, with the 7-day fruit juice fast. I posted in my story. I posted in my story after the live, so you can join. You feel me? And remind me too, in just in case I forget. You feel me? Remind me in just in case a nigga forget. You feel me? It's spring water busting. I should have threw a little ice cube in there. You feel me? That's what I should have did. Just a little droppity bloppity, real quickity splickety. Can you provide some advice on forgiving yourself and others? Put that question in the question box. You feel me? I'm gonna jump to that. I got this one question that I want to jump into though. It's a guy answer this question. Um, yeah. So, G Money BWA, huh? He said, which one do you consider to be more important to work on, ejaculation control or semen retention? So, boom. So semen retention and ejaculation control is two different things, right? Now, these are for my gods. You feel me? This is for the men, the kings, the gods, also the women that have partners that want their men to step into their God power. So when we speak about, so in my class, right, in my class with men, right, I teach both. However, I first have explained semen retention, but I elaborate more on ejaculation control. So the difference between semen retention, ejaculation control. Semen retention is pretty much not indulging in any kind of sexual activities, right? Rather, it's self-love or with a partner. Ejaculation control, on the other hand, is the opposite, right? Ejaculation control is that you have a partner, you may be self-loving, whatever the case may be. However, you're practicing different breath works. You're practicing different focusing techniques. You're practicing learning how to relax, because when a man ejaculates, he's super intense. He's having shallow breaths, right? And learning how to take your time. When a man ejaculates, he's 9 times out of 10, he's rushing, right? So ejaculation control, I teach more of that. And also the reason being is because you have to understand that as a man, your sexual organ, right? Your penis is it acts as a muscle, right? It's similar to a muscle. And we all know about muscles. If you don't use it, you will lose it. So, and then not only that, right? When you're self-loving, when you're doing ejaculation control and you're self-loving, you have to understand that you're on the verge of the you're on the verge of the point of no return, meaning of you about to ejaculate. But once you learn how to do breath works, you can then disperse that energy, that semen, right? Because inside of that semen, you have prostate fluid, and you have one of the most important fluids inside of your body, which is called cerebral spinal fluid. This fluid has so much information, so much vital nutrients, minerals, and biophotons with inside of it. So once you almost at that point of no return and you don't ejaculate, but you do breathing techniques, you do different pulsating techniques, what happens is that you can then transmute that fluid to where it disperses out into the body, and it starts dropping off nutrients inside the gut, inside the spleen, inside the adrenals, inside the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland. And once you start practicing these different breathing techniques, you can get in a space to where you're pulsating certain muscles while you breathe in deep. Because when you breathe and you breathe out, you have to understand that there are different valves that open. One valve is located at the tailbone. The other valve is located right behind, a little bit above the neck bone, right? And so what happens is that when you breathe in, those valves open up to where the cerebral spinal fluid can freely flow. So when you breathe in deep and you hold your breath and you pulsate specific muscles within inside the body, what happens is that muscle pulsating creates a pump, right? It acts as a pump, and it pushes up more cerebral spinal fluid inside the brain, which of course then stimulates different crystals inside the pineal gland, inside the pituitary gland, and makes you more aware, more smarter, reconnecting different neural pathways. You feel me? So yeah, again, a lot of that information is inside of my class. You know, I ain't gonna go too brazy on the whoop because you know we got the class over there, so you can really on a class. You feel me? If you want some more information, you feel me? But yeah, I pray I answered your question. Hey, look, y'all know how I am, man. If I start rambling on, forgive me, for I am not sorry. You feel me? Please forgive me. Y'all know me when a nigga get excited and he start feeling the energy. You feel me? He start getting them chills on his body. He feeling the spirits. You feel me? Yeah, you know, man. Forgive me, man. You know me, man. I go crazy. You feel me? Word to my mother. You know what I mean? Drink some of this fliggity, biggity. Yeah, ice cream. I don't know what that means, but hell yeah, it's cold. So how you have time to learn all this? You got to understand something. I'm glad you asked that question. What the fuck is time? Come on, baby. How do I have the time to learn all this? What is time? Time don't exist. I'm an eternal being. All the information there is already inside of me. We have to understand that one strand of DNA, I'm talking about literally one strand, one block of DNA has as much information to where you can put this information and personify it in books, and the amount of books will equal up to the book from the distance of Earth all the way to the moon. That's one strand of DNA. So it's not me learning anything. It's me remembering everything. I pray I answers your question. But yeah, the retreat the retreat gonna be in August. You feel me? The retreat gonna be in August. I seen somebody else just ask a question in the little question box. The retreat gonna be in August, y'all. All the information gonna be dropped. The flyer and everything gonna be dropped this week. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? Don't trip. I got you. I've been having a lot going on. I've been traveling and all kind of shit. But don't even trip. All the information gonna be dropped this week. I'm excited about it. You feel me? It's gonna be, I ain't even finna tell y'all where it's gonna be because that'd be fire, you feel me? But so how do you remember everything then? Shit, by just tapping in, you know, asking questions, tapping in, you know what I'm saying? And then also you gotta understand, like, you know, once you know you divinely protected, divinely guided, and you pray for discernment, the information just gonna come to you. You feel what I'm saying? It's just what it really is. It's about trusting yourself. You feel me? It's about trusting yourself, because a lot of times we be having the uploads, we be having the downloads, we be having the information. We already be having the information that come into our mind, that come into our brain once we ask the question. What it is that we don't necessarily, I ain't gonna say we, but majority of the individuals don't necessarily trust themselves, so they seek external confirmation, right? This is called object referral, right? This is one of the laws of the universe, right? Yeah, the retreat gonna be for men and women. Yes, we're gonna have a women's side, men's side, but we are gonna be tribe though now, tribe. But you got to understand that one of the laws of the universe is it falls under one of the laws of the universe. I believe it is. Yeah. So it's called pure potentiality, right? And so you got to understand that once we've been conditioned and programmed to pretty much be in a space of object referral. Object referral is searching for external things outside of us so we can feel secure with inside of us, when in actuality it's supposed to be reversed. It's supposed to be self-referral, right? You're supposed to be able to go within self. You feel what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to exhibit your true, authentic self. Know thyself. You feel me? So, so yeah. When is this retreat? The retreat in August, and it's gonna be for, like, I think it's 5 days, 5 or 6 days. It's gonna be fire. But look, again, the information gonna be dropped soon. I got you. Don't even trip. I got you, Shani. I got you. Let me see. How can I learn to prepare my meals like you? Shit, you can go on my YouTube, Cooking with a Blood. Go to my YouTube, Cooking with a Blood. I got some brazy recipes on there. Go on Bull Noodles. What? Okay, could you provide some advice on forgiving yourself and others? Yes. The first thing, so this is the thing, right? So, you know, we all talk about trauma, right? So we all talk about trauma, right? So one thing about trauma, right, is in order to heal from any traumatic experience, is that you have to time travel within the mind, and you have to go back to that experience to be able to dissect and decipher that experience. And what I mean by this is, right, for an example, right, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get to your question. It's gonna all tie together, right? It's gonna all tie to this. The concrete roads. I got you. It's gonna all tie together. Just be patient. For my example, right? You know, I was in the streets, whatever, I got a little pass, right? There has been situations where I knew I should not be in this environment. I know I should not be doing this. I know what karma is. You know, I know these certain things, yet I still allow myself to experience that experience and let it turn out the exact way that I knew it was going to turn out. So first and foremost, I'm neglecting myself. I'm not trusting myself. And then not only that, I'm putting myself in a situation that I know that's going to be traumatic. So I have to take myself back to that traumatic experience first. I got to dissect it, right? All right, I knew this, but I still did it, right? I broke it down. Why did I still do it? Shit, well, why did I still do it? Why did I do it? And I knew this. I guess I just wanted to, you know, you start asking these questions, right? And then once you go back to that traumatic experience, you can now fast forward to your present moment, and you can look yourself in the mirror and you can just simply say, I apologize. I'm sorry that I neglected you. I'm sorry that I ignored you. I'm sorry that I didn't love you. I'm sorry that I didn't put myself first. I'm sorry that I put you in a situation, in a predicament that I knew you wouldn't be appreciative of. You can either say this, you can write it down. I do both. I grab my journal and I write it down. And once I get done writing it down, I say it out loud. And once you get done apologizing to yourself, you now can respond and say, I forgive you. But you have to allow yourself to forgive you. And by forgiving yourself is by no longer beating yourself up about whatever you experienced that was self-inflicted. Once you forgive yourself, you cannot continue to beat yourself up about it. Yeah, you can continue probably going back and doing certain shadow work based off that specific experience, whatever the case may be, 100%. But you have to allow yourself to forgive you. And the reason why I'm speaking about self first is because regardless, as long as you forgive yourself, then and only then can you forgive others, and you can allow people to forgive you. Because there have been things that I have done that I still don't know if the other person forgave me. But as long as I can take full accountability, as long as I can look myself in the mirror and say, yeah, homie, you fucked up, my nigga. But guess what? It's okay. Make it right. I apologize. I'm sorry. I forgive you. Now I can move on. And what I can also do is, because we are energy beings, we are connected to everything, I can now send that same apology energy or that forgiveness energy to the individual that I may have hurt or that may have hurt me. Whether we speak or we don't speak, I'm sending that energy out. I'm manifesting on that energy. I'm projecting that energy to that individual and to that situation. Not only that, with going back in the past, you can do the same thing. You're time traveling. You have to understand you're quantum jumping. When you close your eyes, the greatest nation we have is our imagination. When you close your eyes and you quantum jump to the past to experience a traumatic experience that you put yourself in, you can literally sit there with yourself when yourself felt those emotions and say, I am sorry. I apologize. I forgive you. And you can fast forward to this present moment, do the same. That's the best way. And so then when it comes to others, and if others don't forgive you, that's okay as well. Because guess what? Now, because that's just a reflection of yourself and that's just a projection, now you have to allow that individual time. You have to allow that individual to sit with self. But as long as you can look yourself in the mirror and know who you are, as long as you can look yourself in the mirror and forgive self, that's all that matters. I pray I answered your question, Concrete Rose. The rose that grew out of the concrete. Huh? Yeah. You feel me? Shadow work, man. Shadow work. You can literally rewrite your past. 100%. But see, we've been so programmed and conditioned to believe we can't do that because we're so ingrained with what we believe based off of programming. We don't even think that that's possible. So even if we tried to do that, because we embody the energy of not believing, it won't happen. You have to embody the belief. You have to embody the faith. You have to embody the God presence that you're able to tap into the past, the present, and the future, and you can alter it. You can manipulate it. There's nothing more powerful than you. You are the universe. You can manipulate any and everything around you. It's called quantum jumping. But yet we've been so conditioned and programmed to not believe these supernatural things that we've embodied the non-belief. So even if we tried, even if we wanted to do it, that belief, that energy is so engraved in us that it still wouldn't even happen. Gotta embody it. You gotta believe. You gotta know you're powerful. You gotta know that nothing is more powerful than you. You have to understand that your realm, your reality, your perception, your perspective is unique. It is not like anybody else's. How dare you say I can't do nothing? Nigga, you don't know me. Nigga, I'm a god. Nigga, talking about I can't do. Nigga, what? Bet. Let me show you. Don't worry about it. And when I show you, don't ask me how I did it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all better, hey, man, listen. Hey. Man, listen, man. I pray that y'all understand and understanding what I'm saying. Drop some numbers real quick. I know I'm rambling on. Forgive me. I'm not sorry. Drop some numbers so I know y'all are still tapped in. I've seen some folks they done came in late. They back there in the back talking. You feel me? So yeah, let me make sure everybody tapped in real quick. You feel me? Before we continue the community gathering. You know, I don't like to call it class or nothing like that. It's a community gathering. You feel me? Shit, and we all channeling the ancestors. We all channeling God. You feel me? We all channeling the universes in different dimensions and different realities, nigga. Ain't nothing more powerful than me, nigga. I'm you me. What you mean I can't do it? If I can't do it, that means you telling yourself you can't do it. Really? You think that low of yourself, homie? Really? Don't worry about it. I'm a reflection of you, so let me show you that you can do it. Yeah, let me show you can do it. Come on. You feel me? Come on, man. Oh, yeah. I see a lot of numbers for sure. I love it. I got my package today. Divine Imprints. What's popping, Queen? That's what's up. Aha, that's what's up. I'm happy you got it. You feel me? Tap your neighbor and say Ashe real quick. Tap your neighbor right now and say Ashe. You feel me? I mean, Hare Krishna, Hamdulillah, whatever you subscribe to. Tap your neighbor. Yeah, go ahead. Tom, we about to put you in a cloning machine. Ooh, why you gonna do that? Why you gotta clone me? You gotta come out with a dictionary because I want to say like splickety. Hey, y'all funny, man. There we go. Tap your neighbor and say Ashe, I mean, Hare Krishna, and whatever else you subscribe to. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, for sure. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Tap your neighbor. You feel me? Don't be shy. You know what I mean? Don't be shy, man. Look, man. Shit. If we was in person, I'd tell y'all motherfuckers to hug. You feel me? Yeah, let them heart chakras connect. Let the frequency, the vibration of the heart just, you feel me? Come on, man. Let me get back to these questions, though, man. Matter of fact, I think a few people want to join. All right, but let me scroll down. Let me see. We got Lovely T. Lovely T, you raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. What's popping?
Greetings. Let me wipe my camera. Hello, how are you? A question from
I'm doing amazing.
earlier.
How you doing?
So, like I heard that you would like right. Hello, got the community as well. Greetings. So I wanted to know, like, I noticed that you mentioned earlier to write things down, make them clear, right? Okay, so I do that. So sometimes I'm like, okay, am I manifesting for real or am I being delusional? Like, may I ask, like, what's your take on manifesting for real or like being delusional?
Yeah. So that right there, what you speaking on is the exact power that you have, but you're second guessing what I was speaking about earlier. If you truly believe that you're manifesting and you're declaring, then that's what it's gonna be. But if you're second guessing, if you're sending the universe, remember what I said, you're the universe, right? The universe will never work against itself. You can set your intentions. However, if you're confusing the universe, you're confusing yourself. So if you say, oh, I'm manifesting, but it's like, am I really manifesting? If you're putting that energy out there, then you're not going to be really manifesting. So it goes back to the fact. You have to believe. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to believe that you're the universe. You have to believe that you deserve what you desire. You have to believe that you deserve the reality that you want to experience.
Okay.
You
did. Thank you. Okay, so I have to believe that I deserve it. Got it.
You gotta believe that you're manifesting. Your thoughts are powerful. Let me ask you a question. If you think negative all day, what kind of reality do you think you're going to experience? Okay. If you're speaking negativity all day, what kind of reality that you think you're going to experience? If you write negative things on a piece of paper and you read it every day as an affirmation, what kind of reality do you think you're going to experience? So by thinking, speaking, and writing negativity, is that not, and you experiencing negativity in your reality, is that not manifesting negativity in your reality? See, we can fathom, and I'm not speaking about you, I'm just speaking in general, right? We've been programmed to fathom and to realize negative or certain aspects in our reality that we don't want to experience. But the moment it's time to experience and to shift the reality of positive in the things that we truly want to desire, we start second guessing. See, we quick to say, oh yeah, when I negative. But when it's time to speak about positive and actually manifesting the life that you want to experience, now it's like, well, damn, am I really manifesting? If you eat McDonald's all day, every day, what kind of reality that you going to
Horrible.
experience?
Low vibration.
A disease reality. A disease
Yes,
reality, correct? Is that
that
not
is.
manifest? So,
Yeah. So sometimes I feel as though I receive that. Thank you. I sometimes I feel as though I am like positive, I'm giving, like I sow seeds and all these things, and I feel like I'm not reaping that back. I'm not looking for anything in return. It's just I feel as though I'm not, like, I don't, the reciprocity is not there.
but how
Due
you
to
know
like
that though?
like what's around me, the people around me, or like,
Well, okay. So when you give, what are you expecting to get back? We still in here? Yo, yo. Are we still in here? I think our phone messed up. Or is that my phone? Oh, let me get up out of here real quick. We up in here. I guess that was her phone. So, yeah, we still here. All right, for sure. So I don't know if the God is gonna come back. I don't know if the queen gonna come back in. But what I was getting to was right with her saying that she feel like she's not giving what she getting, right? And the reason why I said this, right? I asked her, okay, boom, what are you expecting to receive? This goes back to the law of karma. This goes back to the sub law of the spiritual law of the spiritual the laws of the universe. The sub category of the law of karma is the law of giving and receive, right? Yet if you're giving expecting something back, if you're giving yet it has some kind of something attached to it, are you really giving? And then not only that, when you give, right? And let's say you're not getting what you expect back. So if I'm giving affection, but I'm not getting affection back, okay, first and foremost, yeah, look at your environment, look at the environment that you are surrounded with, but also just back up and observe the entire structure of your environment and the different avenues of, okay, well, how does my money situation look like? Okay, well, how does my love life look like? Okay, what about my family life? Okay, well, do I have certain things? It's kind of like, okay, I'm giving. You feel what I'm saying? Let me sit back and count my abundance and count my blessings, for an example. You feel me? So, should I pray? I pray I answered that. I answered your the question. There she go right there. Let me add her back real quick, y'all. Come on back, Queen.
my apologies. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. But the question I was asking though was, with you giving, what are you looking, what are you expecting back?
So I aspire to make the world a better and brighter place every day as much as I can.
Okay.
So it's just
Okay.
like if I'm such a ray of light and I give respect, I just expect that back. Like if I'm giving you nothing but respect and love, and like why can't I receive that back? Like what's going on?
Well, I would say it's not that you can't get that back, right? It may be whom you're giving to that probably do not have the capacity to give what you're giving, right? So of course you have to observe your environment in the community that you're around, right? But also once you observe that, you can also observe the other avenues of your life of what is it that I'm receiving, because again, right? Because again, energy can never be created nor destroyed. So the energy that you're giving out is not that it's dead. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like it's going to the grave, what's happening is, maybe this individual or whomever cannot give the same energy you're giving. However, that energy that you're releasing, the laws of karma, that energy that you're releasing could be showing up in other avenues of your reality.
Right. Yeah.
Does it make
And
sense?
I don't want to like isolate myself and stuff like that. So, but I do realize like when I pour into myself and I love myself, like I reap the benefits more than if I'm like, I don't mind giving to others, but I just, self-love is the journey that I'm on right now. So to like kind of circle back on like the first question was like, okay, so I aspire to do this and be this. Like, am I being realistic or am I being delusional? But as you said, just keep like basically putting into action.
You're confused. You're confusing the universe. You're confusing yourself. But also, when it comes to you wanting to make the world a better place, the first world that you have to make a better place is your world first. You got to go within first.
Got it.
And I'm not saying you're not. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, even what you just said, you say you don't want to isolate yourself. Why not? Why not isolate yourself? When you isolate yourself, you have no distractions outside of you. When you're able to sit down in silence, when you're able to cut off all distractions, you're able to see more. You're able to hear more. And what I mean is, are you able to see and hear more of the important things?
Right. They oftentimes say isolation is not healthy, but I kind of like it,
That's who? That's who, though?
Society,
Who says that?
some people, like a majority. I don't really follow the majority. However, I've been like doing like shadow work, light work. However, they say it's not good to isolate yourself sometimes. So, but I like it.
Well, I'm the one to say the fuck what society say. Again, we're living similar realities, but our reality are not the same. So if I feel like I need to isolate myself and get out away from the society norm and what they feel like I should do, at that point, I'm living somebody else's life and not mine. At that point, I'm adapting to what their beliefs is and their reality and not mine. I got God abilities. You got human abilities. Why would I lower my frequency to adapt to human abilities when I'm a God? How dare the creation tell the creator what to do? Look at your skin.
All right.
I'm talking about you.
I'm looking.
How dare the creator tell the creator? How dare the creation tell the creator what to do? If you feel like you need to isolate yourself, do that. Sit in silence. Cut the distractions off. Get into the state of being. Flesh wants to do, but spirit wants to be. Once you get into that being, you're able to tap into the unifield where all possibilities. Once you're able to be, you're able to tap into the universe. You're able to tap into God or Jesus, whomever you subscribe. You're able to tap into that energy, that Christ-like mentality. Now you're able to manipulate things because your energy is not being pulled. Because you're harnessing your own energy. Now, whatever you speak, it comes. Whatever you think, it comes.
I love that.
There's nothing more powerful
Thank you.
Queen.
I appreciate you.
Of course, Queen. I pray I answered your question. Before you go, I just want to say I appreciate you. I honor you. I respect you. And I truly thank you for being a part of the community, because without the community, there is no community. Peace. How everybody feeling real quick? Everybody okay over there? Hey, look, if I feel like I'm yelling and shit, forgive me. I'm not sorry. I'm just passionate. Y'all will sit up in church and let the goddamn preacher damn near run out of breath and don't say shit. So if y'all feel like I'm yelling, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. You feel me? Fuck the messenger. Listen to the message. That's motherfuckers' problems right now. Y'all be goddamn worried about the messenger, and then you listen to the message, man. Feel me? My spring water smell good. My shit don't smell like plastic or chlorine or bleach or ingredients. Now I'm just talking, y'all. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, y'all. I just be talking, man. Y'all know we gotta laugh a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, now we gotta laugh a little bit, y'all. You feel me? We gotta hee ha ha, man. Look, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be serious all the goddamn time. God, you feel me? Lighten up. You feel me? Like, damn. Loosen up. Shake the shoulders a little bit. You feel me? Let me see. Hold on. What this is? This is saving me right now. I keep wondering if I should give this same toxic person grace, and I get signs that I shouldn't, and still here I am providing grace. Yeah, man. You probably got to get up out of that, Queen. I mean, shit. You damn near answered your own question. You feel me? So every time you conduce a subject, you apologize for yelling or rambling. But listen, we all here. We all here to hear you do all of that. So keep going. Very interesting line. Hey, funny pack. I appreciate that. I appreciate the affirmation and the confirmation. Pinky Pack 514. I appreciate the confirmation and the affirmation. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're right. All right, boom. Let me see who else wanna join real quickly. Split, you feel me? Let me see what's going on. Let me scroll down. There's a lot of people that want to join, man. We having a nice little community gathering going on. You feel me? You know, I got the spring water. You know, I see Tay over there. She got the oodles and noodles. You know, Takora, she got the little fruits and vegetables and shit. You feel me? Got the seeded grapes and shit. Let me see who else. We got Linda Lauren. You feel me? She over there with the pinkies up and shit. You feel me? She got the whiny dizzle going on. You know what I'm saying? We got Mocha Seller. You know what I'm saying? She got the what else she got going on? She over there rolling up and shit. She rolling the Blue Lotus up. You feel me? We got the Nubian lifestyle. She over there stretching and shit, doing some breath work. You know what I'm saying? We got the whole community going on. Yeah. Oh, she got the spring water. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. We got the imperfect Missy. You feel me? She over there telling jokes and shit. You feel me? Yeah, man, we got a community gathering going on, man. All right, let me see what's going on. All right, come on, Queen. I got you. Come on. I see you. I see you over there. Come on, man. Come on in. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. You feel me? Come on. You was nervous.
I
You was
was
nervous last
nervous. Okay, so
time.
I have
It's
a
okay.
question. Where did my piece of hair go? Hold on, guys. Where's my question? Okay, so how did you open your throat chakra, like, or knew that it needed to be open? And then what was some shadow work prompts that you did?
So honestly, I'm not going to say I didn't know, because once I started, so what I will say is that once I started learning about the throat chakra and how to open up the throat chakra, oh, she left. But I'm going to answer your question though. Once I started learning about the throat chakra, recently, I would say probably like the last year, you know, looking back, I've realized that, you know, I've activated my throat chakra. I mean, we here now, you feel what I'm saying? I'm here speaking, I'm speaking my truth, my reality, you know what I mean? And things in that nature, you feel me? So, I would say, the best way to start doing it, to start cultivating and opening up your throat chakra, is just pretty much speaking up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Speaking up for self, speaking up for the things that you feel right, speaking your truth. You feel what I'm saying? That's one thing for sure. One thing that you could do and develop is you could start talking to yourself out loud. I know some people call it crazy, whatever the case may be. Listen, me, I have full blown sentences with myself. I would literally ask myself a question and answer it. I kid you not. You feel what I'm saying? So everything start with self. You know what I mean? You can start talking to yourself. One of the things that you can start doing is when you're meditating, you can start doing different frequency tonations with your throat. E, ah, you know what I'm saying? Start getting used to your voice, because a lot of times, you know, certain individuals are afraid, or I would not even say afraid, but they're more insecure with speaking because they don't speak a lot. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why it's energy. It's an energy blockage in their throat chakra. It's energy stored up in their throat chakra that needs to get released, right? If something is done to them, they don't speak up. You feel what I'm saying? So this energy locked up inside of their throat chakra. And this also boils down to trusting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Allowing yourself to feel and not abandoning yourself as well. Because when you don't speak up for what's right, if somebody is doing something to you or whatever the case may be, and you're not speaking up for self, you're now abandoning you're abandoning yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm saying that word wrong, so don't laugh at me, but you're neglecting yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So speak up. You know what I'm saying? Sit in meditation, do some ums, ahs, e's, ohs. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, listen to some music and rap, sing. You know what I'm saying? I be singing my ass off and I don't know how to sing. It's a dope song. It's a dope song that I just heard over the weekend. It was so fire. It's my favorite song right now. It goes like I'm not perfect, but I am divine. Man, who I be singing my ass off in the car? What? Who? And I don't give a damn who see me. I know I can't sing. See, it's about being fearless. It's about being fearless. You know what I'm saying? Not afraid to just be you. Not afraid to just be you, do you, say the thing, being comfortable with just being you. You know what I'm saying? So I pray I answered your question. I really do. Let's see. Let me see who else want to join. We got Simply Mikhail. I pray I said your name. Mikhail. I pray I said your name wrong. If I didn't, please forgive me. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. What's popping?
Hello.
Peace.
I'm
Peace.
good. I'm
Tony, how you
good. Thank
doing?
you for asking. Okay. I didn't
Of
expect for you
course.
to put me on live, so I wasn't prepared. I had a
It's all
question
good.
about anxiety. I've been suffering from a lot of anxiety lately, and I had a panic attack 2 weeks ago, first time. So,
Okay.
any advice on how to deal with anxiety?
Yeah, first and foremost, if you don't mind me asking and if you don't mind sharing, what's your diet like?
So I didn't eat meat for 2020 and 2021. I started back eating meat in 2022. But mostly it's just seafood. You know, I love vegetables and fruit, so it's not the best, but it's not the worst. You know what I mean? I do exercise maybe twice out of the week, so.
For sure. So the reason why I ask is because this is just something we finna dive in, but just one little avenue. The reason why I ask is because depending on your microbiome, the biofilm bacteria, and the health of your gut, you know, the gut is the first brain, right? And by way of your gut health, this will then transmute different signals and different electrical currents by way of the central nervous system, which is the brain, to let off different chemicals, let off different, autonomic nervous system responses, whatever the case may be. So one thing that you could do is, you know, detox the gut. You know what I'm saying? Cleanse the gut up, and then, you know, even with the seafood, I'm not an extremist. I always tell my community, you know, eat what you're gonna eat, but at least allow your body to eliminate whatever you put inside of it. You feel what I'm saying? Because whatever the body don't eliminate, it just pretty much accumulate, and then, you know, dis-ease the body out of ease, just pretty much accumulate. So, you know, do some intestinal work, some gut cleansing. You know, fruits definitely cleanse. And so also, let me ask you, are you into breath work at all?
Um, a little bit. I haven't given it a really good
Yeah.
attempt enough to say I'm into it. But
Mhm.
I've tried. I've tried.
For sure. For sure, no worries. So the reason why I asked that is because I'm not going to say necessarily like just sitting down meditating, although that could definitely help. But the reason why I brought up breath work is because you know, majority of society, they shallow breathe, right? And what shallow breathing is pretty much breathing within the chest, right? And when you're only breathing within the chest, you're maybe utilizing, I think maybe between 10 and 20% capacity of your lungs. When it comes to detoxing, over 70% of detoxing period is within your lungs, because we're breathing in all kind of metabolic waste, all kind of
Mhm.
toxins, whatever the case may be. But however, once you sit with breath and you become a conscious breath, you become conscious with breath and aware of breath. You're able, and you start learning about breath. You can now start breathing deep within your abdomen. And when you start breathing deep within your abdomen, now you're utilizing the full capacity of your lungs. Why is this important? This is important because breath is spirit. And once you are conscious with breath, and so breath is spirit, and what connects spirit to the body is your nervous system. And so once you're able to sit with breath and you're able to become conscious and aware of breath, you now are able to become one with spirit, and you're able to become one with the nervous system, because anxiety is nothing but different chemicals and different neural pathways firing off within inside the body that's pretty much out
Mhm.
of whack. But once you can sit with breath and you're able to breathe and consciously breathe by whenever and whatever you're doing, right? You're able to calm the nervous system down and you're able to be with self. Does
Yeah,
that
that
make
makes
sense at all?
sense. Mhm. I guess
For sure.
so just to, because I like to have a clear understanding, I should start
Hmm.
with kind of reevaluating my diet and my exercise first, and try doing breath
For
work
sure.
from there.
For sure. And it's
Mhm.
not necessarily just doing breath work. Um, it's just, you know, if you want to get into breath work, do it. I'm all for it. But more so, and the reason why I'm saying it like this is because, you know, you can take steps. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the day, let's say you can set alarms, right? Every hour. You could be doing anything. You get your alarm, take a breath, right? Boom. You could just pause, breathe deep within the abdomen. You see how my chest not moving? My abdomen. You could just
Okay.
set alarms. You know what I'm saying? To so now you can start now developing, right? Now you can start developing throughout the day. You don't need your alarms anymore. Now you could be doing something. You could be like, you could be cleaning, washing dishes. Damn, wait, am I one with breath? Am I breathing? Am I consciously breathing? Now you washing dishes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could just start doing steps. But however, my last question to you, like, what's your environment? What's your community? What's your environment like? Because I also know that there are other external means in our environment that could also add to our nervous system
Um,
distress.
it's pretty high stress, but that's just where I'm at right now until further notice. So I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, just hang tight until it's time for me to move to the next space. But I can't say it's something I can really control, my environment. Not at this
For
moment.
sure.
So
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm gonna say this. You may not can control everything that happens to you or your environment. However, you can control how
yeah.
you respond to it, right? And so one thing that you could do, right, just a suggestion, is that whenever you feel yourself in a stressful situation, or whenever you start observing your external environment and you're not pleased with it, the greatest nation that we have is our imagination. What you can do is start closing your eyes and imagining what reality that you truly want to experience. And as you're doing this, then now you can start implementing breath works.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can start implementing deep breaths. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I think that'll be very beneficial. You know what I'm saying? And also there is a herbal little remedy that you can do as well. Like I said, of course, cleansing the gut and things of that nature, but you can also get some turmeric and a little black pepper and that turmeric, do some
Okay.
capsules or whatever. And that combination assists with the nervous system and the autonomic nervous system is, calm
Mm-hmm.
and things in that
Okay.
nature.
Absolutely. I'll
Yeah.
definitely give it a try. Thank you so much.
Of course,
Thank
Queen.
you.
And I appreciate you for joining. Peace. I pray everybody understood. Before we move on to any questions or concerns or anything extra, drop some numbers. Let me make sure everybody copacetic. Did everybody understood what I was saying for those that do have anxiety? Because I hear a lot of people, man, they talk about anxiety and, they talk about anxiety, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you got to be with breath, man. You gotta calm yourself down. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times also not towards the queen, the guys that was just on here, but just in general, a lot of the anxiety be self-inflicted. You know what I'm saying? By the rampant thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And just the turbulence inside the mind. Remember what I said earlier when we were speaking about, manifesting the life we want and all of that nature. We can't manifest the reality we want if we have so much turbulence inside of our mind, right? If we have so much up and down, if our central nervous system is just constantly releasing a cortisol and then serotonin and then melatonin and then you know what I'm saying? You having a fluctuation of moods by way of thoughts. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. So a lot of times, a lot of times the anxiety could be self-inflicted. All you got to do is breathe. You know what I'm saying? Control your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? If controlling your thoughts is the most is hard for you, 100%. Get the gut in line. Because again, like the God that was just on here, he showed the book that I recommended him. It said the second brain, but there's also a book speaking about the gut, calling it the first brain, right? Because again, whatever you put inside your mouth, right, whatever you consume, right, it's digested through the duodenum, the intestines, the gut, right? The gut breaks all of this down by way of the lymphatic system and all the blood capillaries. And what happens is that these minerals or these poisons that we consume, this mercury or these parasites or this fungus that we consume, and our gut breaks it down and it's absorbed in the blood capillaries by way of the gut, then neural pathways and neurotransmitters start firing off inside the brain. And a lot of times those neural pathways are cut short or short circuit to where it then creates these chaotic thoughts and these chaotic movements, and we're not able to be still, and what I'm saying? So get the microbiome in order first and foremost, and also learn, what I'm saying? Again, you can do steps, but also get to the point where you desire or you declare to be in a space where you can sit down and be still. And I'm not just talking about flesh. I'm talking about thoughts. I'm talking about spirit. You're able to sit down and just be. But Queen, I appreciate you for joining the live. I pray I answered your question. I really do. And I thank you for being a part of the community, because without the community, there is no community. So I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Let's ask somebody. Yeah, matter of fact, let me go to the questions. I added a few people. Let me go to these questions real quick. I want to bring the people I love on this healing journey with me, but I know I'm farther along and it took years. How do you make peace with loved ones in a situation like that? Well, the first and foremost, the best way to make peace with that situation is just understanding, overstanding, and understanding that we're all living similar realities, but different realities, right? Meaning that everybody is on their own journey. You know what I'm saying? Some people are not supposed to, there are individuals, you got to understand that there are individuals in this reality or in your reality, right? That are not supposed to get it, that are not supposed to get it in this lifetime. Meaning that they have to be here, learn whatever they need to learn in this reality, and they gotta, transition, come back, and redo it all over again to learn something else. So then, you know what I'm saying? Because all of this is a journey. You feel what I'm saying? So that's first thing first. You got to understand that everybody is on their own journey. Another thing you have to also understand, another perspective, or to broaden your perspective a little bit, is that understanding that your loved ones, it may be somebody, maybe people that you love, at the end of the day, they may not be real loved ones, or I should say real family or real blood, right? Some of these individuals, some of these individuals are nothing but extras, right? Something like a movie, right? You have to look at certain individuals and certain beings around you as extras, and you're the main character. These are extras to emphasize you. Whatever fault you see in them is a fault that you should see in yourself and you should work on. Whatever greatness you see in them is a greatness that's already inside of you that you either have to unlock, download, upload, or just remember. However, just because you're further along, that also doesn't mean anything, because you can also take a loved one, teach them what you may know, and they can you know what I'm saying, they can propel past you in a heartbeat. You feel what I'm saying? Which in which from my perception, I feel like that's the best thing that you can do. If you can bring somebody along from a path that they was on, right, and you can assist them to propel you even further, you got to remember, we ain't nothing but reflections. If I assist you in your propelment, I'm gonna do the same. I'm doing it for myself. You feel me? So the best way to make peace for that is, you know what I'm saying, just understanding, overstanding, and understanding that we all on separate journeys. If it's going in one ear and out the other, some of these individuals we're just here to emphasize you. For an example, I've had many conversations where certain individuals be like, well, my mom this, that, my mom this, that, and you got to understand that your mom may not even be your real mom. That was probably just a vessel to bring you into this reality so you can accomplish the mission that you need to accomplish. I pray I answered your question. The nappy bohemian. I like that. That's fire. The nappy bohemian. That's hard. But I pray I answered your question. I know it's been a while, y'all. I miss y'all, man. I miss the community gatherings, man. A nigga gotta goddamn, you feel me? Nigga gotta back up a little bit. You feel me? Because I can pour, but the best way to pour is to pour from something that's overflowing. You feel what I'm saying? So a nigga gotta back up a little bit. Boom, you feel what I'm saying? So then we can get back and just back to regular program. You feel me? So yeah, you know what I mean? You know how that shit go. Y'all know how that shit go. You feel me? Yeah. So let's see. Let me ask some more. Let me see about some more questions. Let me see something, man. Come on. Who is this? K8 Violet? Come on. I pray I said your name wrong. Forgive me if I did it. You raise your hand. Come on to the front of the class. Because that's an interesting question you just asked.
How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How you doing, Quinn?
Question for you tonight.
Your phone breaking up a bit.
Is it? All right, let's see.
Yeah, Queen phone breaking up. Let me come on. Let me get you. I'm gonna get you up out of here. If you want to come back, just come back, Queen. Request again if you want to come back. I'm gonna look out for you. I got you. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Just request again if you're trying to double back, Queen. Let me see. I answered this question already. What's a good way to do a spiritual bath? Oof. Listen, I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. The best spiritual bath you can do is go to the ocean. Go to the beach and be inside the water for at least 2 hours. Listen, dunk your head in. Listen, I was just out. Hey, listen, I was just there. Wait, who? Man, listen to me. I done came back home. I'm feeling so much lighter and just, oh my God, man. You feel me? But yeah, the best spiritual bath, man, is the ocean. However, if you do not have access to the ocean, what you can do is you could just grab some herbs. You know what I'm saying? You could do some herbs. One of them. So the reason why I say the beach, the real reason why I say the beach is because it has, the sea salt. It has the salt, the natural salt inside of it, and et cetera, et cetera. So what you can do is, you can draw yourself a hot bath. You feel what I'm saying? And the best thing that you can do inside that hot bath is just put some salt in it. You can put some dead sea salt. You can do some some regular sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, whatever salt that you can get your hands on, natural, organic, non-GMO, not played with, by the way. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, get you some salt. Now, again, if you want to add the herbs and the flowers and you know what I'm saying, set your intentions and things like that over the herbs and flowers, you could definitely do that. But the best spiritual bath you can do is water and salt. You feel me? Water and salt. I pray I answered your question. Let me see if Queen requested again. Yeah, she requested. Let me see. Get her back in here real quick.
Nice. I'm back.
Yeah, she's
Good.
back. Everything
All
copacetic.
right. So my question for you is regarding monogamy and polygamy. So it's been really interesting because I'm someone who has always resonated with monogamous relationships, and I just kind of like walk in that essence. And so it's been funny because the men that have been kind of approaching my life have men who believe in polygamy and all of that stuff. So it's been interesting. But what's your take on, the two? Not saying neither is right or wrong, but how do you, what is your thoughts on it?
So, my thoughts on monogamy and polygamy. First and foremost, I'm going to say this. What works for you, not you, but just in general, what works for you, it works for you. However, what I will say is this, right? When we speak about polygamy, right, and the real history and aspects of polygamy, first and foremost, polygamy was created by women, first and foremost. A lot of people don't know that. Polygamy was created by women for help, and not only just as a helpmate and as sisters to assist each other in helping, but to also run the compound. When the king, the god, whomever, was presented the idea by his queen of polygamy, that entire dynamic was him marrying multiple wives. So if something was to happen to him, they still have those positions with inside the kingdom. Now, he wasn't necessarily sleeping with all of them, whatever the case may be. Because I know this new age polygamy,
That's
it's all
different.
about having fun, right? And that is what I don't agree with, because that could be very destructive. You feel what I'm saying? With all those energies and whatever the case may be. But my intake on polygamy is, if polygamy is practiced first and foremost with intentions, right? As a man, if I'm getting into a polygamous relationship, if I'm getting into a monogamous relationship and we agree on polygamy, I will first 100% want our foundation set in stone. That's first and foremost. Because if we think about adding any kind of energy inside, it ain't gonna be stable. You feel what I'm saying? So that's first and foremost. and then we will present the idea of adding another individual, but it will be intentions. Why? Right? Do we, are we building a tribe? Are we building a bigger family? Do you plan, you know what I'm saying? So that's my whole ordeal. Again, monogamy, polygamy, whatever works for you, but if we doing polygamy, it has to be for a reason. It has to be with intentions, not just because we want to fuck and have fun.
Facts. Okay. Thank you for that. That's really that's what I've been feeling, but I just wanted to hear, different perspectives, see if there's any other perspectives, because I do resonate and I do feel like, there are positives to poly. I think that, like you said, like the root of it is kind of like the tribe, like intentions. But with this my generation right now, it's looking a little bit like everybody's just trying to use the poly as a way to, sleep with everybody, and, they're not really understanding what the power of their sexual energy really holds. And so for me, it's kind of like, I'm looking at it like, no, that's not even really the essence, but I mean, to each. So,
yeah. No, you 100% right. The ancient scriptures say, when two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. So when you got two or more, but then when you got three, when you got four, and we're not, and it's not necessarily having sex, but we're cultivating our sexual energy, and we sitting down meditating. We drawing up vision boards about what we want with our tribe and our land. And then we sitting there holding hands, and because these are energy centers as well. People don't even know that this is a chakra, right? And we holding energy centers, and we doing breath work. When I breathe out, you breathe in. We exchanging chi, but yet we're all meditating and focusing on one goal, and one goal in mind. When two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the flesh. There I am in the midst.
Thank you. Thanks. Have a great night.
And I appreciate you. Of course, you do the same. I ain't got no more water. I pray I answered your question, Quinn. Sure I did. Oh, who is it? Oh, Mystic Moon. Oh, this Celeste. Oh, come on, Celeste. What you doing? Pull up. You raised your hand. Pull up real quick. I ain't even see you, girl. What's up, Queen? Yeah. Yeah. Our connection might be out. It's all good. It's all good. Be you for me. Let me see. Let me jump into these other questions real quick, man. See what's bracking real quick, man. It's a lot of questions, man. Wholeness and love. Oh yeah, positive. Yeah, wholeness and love. Oh yeah, gratitude, Queen. My bad. Gratitude. Tips on letting go resentments. Wow. Letting go resentment. The best way to let go resentment is pretty much all about forgiveness, man. That's pretty much all it is. It's just all about forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? It's about forgiving those who may have hurt you. Operating in that heart chakra. Forgive. Yeah, I ain't saying forget. You feel what I'm saying? But forgive and pray for discernment to not allow yourself, and pray for discernment to see certain signs and symbols from, whatever situation it was, to make sure that you don't, end up in another situation. But when it comes to letting go resentment, it's just all about forgiveness. Who is that? Shania? I pray I answered your question. I pray I said your name correctly. We about to get up out of here soon, y'all. All right, let me come to back in these questions. Let me see. We're about to get up out of here. Showing y'all. I answered that. Panic attacks. I answered that. Have you activated shark whale? Answered that. Okay. I've been contemplating on a choice, and my dreams have been crowded with the situation I've been contemplating. It's a war between my knowledge and my feelings. I don't know which to follow. Hey, what do you mean? Who is this? Saying love's light? What you mean by your dreams have been crowded with the situation you've been contemplating? Because those dreams could be confirmations, depending on whatever situation you're speaking about. Those dreams could be confirmation. Those dreams, I like to call journeys, could be your present soul, your present spirit, your present energy tapping into different realities and parallel universes so you can experience in the ethers, in the astral realm, what you want to and what you can experience in this realm. So I got some questions, but I can't really dive deep as I really would like to, because I got questions. But yeah, those dreams could be confirmation. It's a war between my knowledge and my feelings. I don't know which to follow. My knowledge versus my feelings. My knowledge versus my feelings. I got some questions about that, because now I need to know, like, what knowledge? Like, what do you mean by knowledge, and what do you mean by feelings? So unfortunately, I probably answered a little bit of your question, Queen, but I couldn't really dive deep. But it should go. You feel me? About to get up out of here. We got 10 more minutes, y'all. We got 10 more minutes. Let me scroll all the way down. I've been on my healing journey. I stopped smoking, stopped drinking, and just been trying to stay focused and logged in with the divine. You have any advice, bro? You're doing exactly what you need to be doing, bro. Substantial G, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. Congratulations on starting your healing journey. Congratulations on limiting your smoking. Congratulations on limiting your drinking as well, and staying focused and locked in with divine. You're doing exactly what you need to do. You're doing exactly what you need to do, bro. And the reason why I'm saying it like that, because you are exactly where you need to be. I know in a lot of situations, man, we want to propel ourselves a lot faster than what we are, or whatever the case may be. But you got to understand that if you were truly ready, then that opportunity would present itself. You feel what I'm saying? So what I would advise you to do, bro, is continue staying on your journey, staying focused with whatever and whomever, or whatever the situation is, bro. Keep doing that. You feel what I'm saying? And trust that you're going to be divinely guided to your next steps of your journey. I can tell you some advice, but my advice would mostly be my reality. You know what I'm saying? And what worked for me. And the reason why I'm not gonna say I don't care to share it, but I can share my advice. I can share my experience, but my experience may not apply to your experience. Remember, we live in similar realities, but it's not the same. So I pray I answered your question, though, bro. You're doing a great thing, bro. I'm proud of you, and I'm happy for you. Keep doing your thing. What up, mama? You done tapped in. What you doing up late? What you doing up late, man? Oh, she tapped in and tapped out. Oh, okay. She was just checking in. Okay, yeah, she about to go to sleep. Yeah, she about to go to sleep. She done tapped in, tapped out. It's all good. Yeah, I pray I answered your question, man. Let me scroll down. Oh, also, y'all, just to throw out there, I got a new community, right? If you click the link in my bio, and at the top it says "Ask me a question." So if you click on that, you can, it's for, you could do for free. I think you know what I'm saying, it's like a 1 day free trial or some shit like that. But if you subscribe, man, I'm gonna be dropping, videos. We can have a community discussion on there. I'm gonna drop more general knowledge videos on there, different lectures. Also, if you subscribe to the premium, you get my free cookbook. You know what I mean? So if you click the link, sign up with the community, man. Let's build a community. Let's get this shit bracking. Because if Instagram start, doing its thing again like it did, you know what I'm saying, like it did a few months ago, and we weren't able to be on here, I got a whole nother platform. And also that same platform is how you can book consultation with me as well. I got 5-minute consultations, 30-minute, 90-minute consultations. So, if you want to holler at me, holler at me. Yeah. And also, oh, this is perfect, right? So boom, if I don't get to your question tonight, guess what? You can go to the community, click the link in the bio. At the top, it says, ask me a question. Boom. You can ask me if I don't get to your question tonight. Boom. You can ask me on a question on there. You can go crazy. Yeah. You can go crazy. Go Banoodles. What is the community gathering for? What will we do? That's a great question. It looked like you asked this in the beginning. So I pray it was this Tyson Royalty. I pray that you still in here and you've experienced what the community gathering is for and what we do. I just want to say thank you for sharing your beautiful experience with us and allowing us a place in your universe. Gratitude is that super thick soup. Man, I'm thankful that you were willing to tap into the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful, and I'm thankful that you were willing to listen and and exchange energy. Yeah. We about to get up out of here soon, y'all. We got 5 more minutes, man. We finna get up out of here, y'all. Got 5 more minutes, man. Again, if y'all got any questions, if I don't get to y'all questions tonight, you know what I'm saying? Sign up to the other community in my link in my bio. We going crazy. When's the retreat? So again, the retreat. So again, we got the retreat locked in April. I mean, not April, but August. You feel me? All the information gonna be dropped this week. We working on the whoop de whoop. We working on the little whoop de whoop, the flyer. You feel me? So don't even trip. We got you. Thank you for the reflection of light. I am nothing but a reflection of you. This is you shining. Connected to everything, attached to nothing. Let me see. Let me look at some more questions real quick. How do you personally recognize a woman who's in her divine feminine? I will recognize a woman who's in her divine feminine because she will look like me. She will exhibit the same behaviors that I would exhibit. Not necessarily the divine masculine and all of that, but she would be in a reflection and an example of myself. Because again, if that's the case, we are nothing but reflections of one another. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like, me personally, I feel it in my soul. I feel it in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? I will have that epiphany, what I like to call the big bang, right? When something resonates inside your soul, inside your spirit, two atoms collide and create this big bang that unlocks your DNA, and you get this epiphany like, oh, damn, I would have said that. Like, damn, that's what I do. Like, damn, that's how I think. Damn, that's how I move. That's how I love. That's how I show affection. That's how I speak. You feel me? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Divine feminine is in me. You know what I'm saying? I am the divine feminine. So, shit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, yeah, you feel me? I pray I answered your question. We about to get up out of here though, y'all. to get up out of here, man. Y'all know real quick. Don't just walk out of class. The bell does not dismiss you. I dismiss you. Hey, on some gangsters, I used to hate that. I'd be like, bro, god damn, bro, what the hell that said in the school in the school registry, like the school syllabus, talking about the bell don't dismiss us. Man, what? What's the bell for then? Like you talking about? Fuck, talking about the bell don't dismiss. I ain't talking about. Man, I'm finna be late. You know what I'm saying? Then they hold you by 2 minutes before you go to class, before you gotta go to your next class. Then you gotta run to your next class. You damn near late to your next class. And but nah, for real, we gotta leave with we gonna dismiss with prayer, y'all. You feel me? Y'all don't be laughing at me, man. Don't be laughing at me. All right. I give honor and thanks to the powers that be that have put me in a position to obtain the knowledge that I have. To not only be able to obtain this knowledge, but convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only be able to teach myself, but the people, places, and things around me. I send that same energy out to every being, to every individual that is in this community, that they receive the information, they receive the knowledge, convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only be able to teach themselves, but the people, places, and things around me. I say nothing but health, wealth, peace, success, unlimited happiness, love, and light to every being, every individual that is in this community. Because I understand, and understand that without the community, there is no community. I pray that every vibration, every frequency, and every word spoken tonight spoke on the vibration and the frequency of love, light, and most importantly, truth. I give honor and thanks and speed, life, and power into the powers that be. That which I wanted to become, I became, so therefore I am. That which I desire desires me. What's for me will not miss me. What's truly mine will not leave. I release all the things that I cannot control with love to make room for the things that I can control. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be and so it is. There is nothing, and I mean there is nothing more powerful than me. Ashe, Asheyo, Aman, Amen, Hare Krishna, and all of the above that you shall subscribe to. I come as I am. I am who I am. Who I am not, I will never be. Love me for me or do not love me at all. I am a great man, and I'm going to show you how great I am. I shall leave as I come, yet when I leave, I shall leave with more power.